Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another TV box review. Today I have the Acemax M12N. This box looks identical to the MXQ Plus from a couple of weeks ago. So let's check out the box and see what comes with this, and then let's see how it performs. Let's begin. The Acemax M12N comes in this box right here, a very plain box, no information on it whatsoever, just a little sticker right here saying Acemax. Inside the box we find the power adapter, a rather short HDMI cable, a very basic remote control, and I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse with this box for a better experience. And lastly the manual, and the manual looks identical to the manual that we found on the MXQ Plus. The TV box is made out of metal entirely, and I have to say that it does look rather cool, and on the front here we just see the Acemax name. On the front we have a couple of LEDs and the IR sensor. Moving on to the left hand side we get two USB ports and the port for a TF card. On the back of it we find the port for the power adapter, the network adapter port, HDMI output, AV, optical audio and then Wi-Fi antenna. This box should be able to connect to the 2.4 and the 5 GHz networks. And lastly, on the back of the box we just have some holes so the box doesn't overheat, and the model name, which is M12N. As soon as we turn on the box we see the M-Box logo, and we've seen this on many TV boxes. If you remember the MXQ Plus, you're gonna remember that the boot up animation was different onto that one. So as soon as the box starts up we get to this launcher. First thing I've noticed is the fact that we do not have the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. So no matter what you wanna do, you cannot bring up the navigation bar onto this particular box. Let's start by checking what apps come pre-installed onto this box. I did install a couple already. So pre-installed we're gonna see Miracast, Kodi, the Play Store, Netflix, we even get Showbox here, and YouTube. So these are the apps that come pre-installed onto this box, including this Bank TV, which I've never used. The launcher, as you can probably tell, doesn't have that many options. These are basically folders, so if you open any one of these you can just add your own apps in there. But yeah, we don't have that many options. However, you can install Nova Launcher or any other launcher that you wish from the Play Store onto this box. Let's continue with the Settings app. So if we open the Settings app, we're gonna see that it looks a bit different than what we're used to. If we open Networks here, we just have whatever connectivity options that we need. A display here, we can select the resolution for the TV, and this particular TV has this resolution at this particular time. However, your TV may be different. And here we can adjust the display as well, so if you want to make it smaller or bigger, and if you want to set the screen rotation as well. For sound settings we can just select any of these depending on your setup at home. And if we go back, we're gonna go to Bluetooth. So this box does have Bluetooth and HDMI CEC. What the HDMI CEC is, basically when you turn off the TV, the box turns off by itself. So it could be a very useful feature for some of you. And if we go to General, here we can see the device's name, and if we click on Info here we can see the internal storage. So we have about 11 gigs out of the 16. However, onto this TV box, because it has Android 6.01, you can install an SD card and that can become internal storage. So it's very easy to do. You just put the SD card in there and just select format as internal storage, and all of a sudden you have more internal storage, so you can install any apps that you wish. Back to the settings here, if we click more settings, right here we get the regular settings app that we are used to from all these TV boxes. At Media Box, here at About Media Box, we get the exact same thing that we've seen before. And if I click on languages, I'm looking for languages, I'm gonna show you what languages are available onto this particular box. So I'm just gonna scroll through them very quickly, hopefully you see the one that you're interested in. So a whole bunch of languages, just like most of these TV boxes. So those are all the languages available. As I said before, it does have Bluetooth, and later on when I will be playing a game, I'm gonna connect a Bluetooth controller to it just to make sure. If we click on the apps here, and I'm gonna open Kodi so we can see what version of Kodi comes pre-installed. So it is Kodi 16.1 that comes pre-installed onto this particular box. So that's about it for the settings app. Very straightforward and nothing different than most of these TV boxes that we've seen. I wanted to start by checking out how fast the internal memory and the RAM are, and these are the results that I got, and I have to say they're very decent. And I know that some of you are interested in this information, and that's why I have decided to include it in here. Continuing to the Antutu benchmark, we get a score of 37,500, and at info here we can see some more information about the box itself. Continuing with the Geekbench 4, the box gets a multi-core score of 2275 and a single core score of 431. And down here we can see some more details about the test itself. On the Ice Storm Extreme we get an insane score of 6180, and yeah, this is a very high score. Down here we can see some more information about the score itself. And after all those benchmark tests, I have CPU-Z app open here, and we're gonna check out the temperature of the processor, which is sitting at 61 degrees, so very good temperature after all those tests. And down here we can see some more information that we already know about this TV box. On the speed test app, through a wire connection, the box gets a download speed of 74. On the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network we get a download speed of about 33. And on the 5 GHz network we get a download speed of about 30. So rather decent scores for this particular box. Miracast also seems to be working very well. I mean, I can scroll through pictures without any issues whatsoever. So it takes a second or so till the pictures show up from the phone to the TV. However, it does seem to go okay. For videos it's gonna be much slower, and that's gonna depend a lot on your internet connection. The Acemax M12N comes with Kodi 16.1. I'm gonna open the system here and the system info so we can check out some stuff about it. So I'm just gonna scroll through these, hopefully you see whatever you may be interested in. So we do get a few add-ons. This is Kodi 16.1, as I said before. So these are the video add-ons that come pre-installed, so not that many. However, you can install any that you wish. I just want to open a random one here so we can see how well it does. So let's see if this one here works. Let's try this one, just so you have an idea how well it goes, if it's smooth or not, and so on. However, that one didn't seem to work. Let's try a new one. So let's try this one, for example. So it did start right away, and I don't see any reasons why Kodi for online streaming wouldn't do good. So this is how Kodi 16.1 works onto this box. Since I have Kodi opened already, let's check out a couple of files that I have on a USB stick here. So let's open the files on the USB. So we have the first file here, which is a 4K file at 59 frames per second. I don't believe this will work, but let's try it out. So I just see a black screen. Unfortunately, the S912 and the S905X don't seem to be able to play this file. And of course now the box is all frozen, so I can't really do anything. So the only option is to exit Kodi and go back again. So the next file that I'm gonna try, it's this one here. This one may do better. However, let's see. So yeah, this one seems to do much better. Actually, it does really good, to be honest. So this one I'm very happy to see. It's not totally smooth, but it does much better than most boxes that we've tested before. So I'm very happy to see that this one worked fine. Let's check out this 720p file here. This one should do with no problems whatsoever. And as I was expecting, it does work really well. Let's move to the next file, and that's this is the next file right here. So let's start from the beginning, and we'll just move around here. And yes, it does seem to do very well. Moving on to the following file, let's see what other file we have. So we have this one right here, it's a 1080p file. And yes, this one also seems to do very well. So I'm happy to see that up to now it does go fairly good. The following one, it's a 4K file filmed with my phone. It did skip a couple of frames right there if you've noticed. However, it does do okay. So I'm happy to see that this one also works rather good. The following one, it's this one, and I don't believe that it will work, but let's try it out anyways. So yeah, I can't even open it. So unfortunately I cannot open this one. And the last one, it's a 1080p file. This one will work perfectly fine. I will be checking if Dolby Digital and DTS work onto this box. I will leave a comment in the video's description if you wanna check that out next day or so. I just don't want to extend this review video too much with those tests as well. I have the YouTube app open. I'm gonna open one of my own videos. We'll check out what the maximum resolution for this particular video will be. So let's see here, quality 720p, and yes, the quality can be set at 1080p. So that is very nice to see. Let me just move back a bit. So I'll let this play for a bit so you can see how smooth it goes. And it does seem to do quite okay, I have to say. I'll just give it another second. And yeah, I'm very happy to see that YouTube works fine at 1080p, and it does work fairly smooth as well. I'm currently playing FIFA 16. So let's see how well it does, but with this processor I don't see any issues ever playing games like this. However, I'm not the best at playing games, and yes, I'm using a Bluetooth gaming controller. So yeah, FIFA 16, and I'm pretty much sure that all the games that we're gonna be trying onto this box are gonna do perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. Yeah, but I do suck at playing FIFA. So in order to conclude this video, I don't necessarily like the launcher that comes with the box. I'm not super happy about the fact that the box doesn't have a navigation bar. I wish to have a navigation bar. However, this box seems to do very good, much better than that MXQ Plus that we tried a couple of weeks ago. Games work fine, even that 4K file worked, and I wasn't expecting that file to work. Hopefully after a couple of updates the other 4K file at 59 frames per second will also work. Miracast works good, the Wi-Fi seemed to do fairly okay. So overall I do think that this is a very good box. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. So yeah, you can install a different launcher, the Play Store, no issues with the Play Store whatsoever. The YouTube app works at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So overall a very good TV box. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you did like the video, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.